And we got a matchup right here with a couple of veterans in the way of Johanne Defay coming against Tyler Wright. Winner goes into the quarterfinals. Loser takes an equal ninth. And that is not a finish that you want if you're racing for a final five. So you're kind of doing double duty. You get to work on practice for the Olympics, but also you can win a title here in Tahiti. There we go with Tyler Wright. Gets a little bit of a shack there to begin with. So maybe a similar score for Tyler.
Oh, good warm-up.
Let you talk through this replay, Vahine.
I feel like it was a clean barrel. She maybe could have stalled right away, but it was a hard wave.
And she's never made it past this round in Tahiti. Well, Tyler Wright last year with a third-place finish. Here we go. She's going to get the early start. Johanne Defay. Nice little tuck in there, and a vicious backhand turn for Defay before she punches out over some shallow reef. Replay look, Jess.
Yes, small barrel to start, just kind of high and tight, but right here, that was damaged. That's probably the best turn we've seen all day as far as criticalness and how steep the wave was at that moment. Great technique right there. The barrel is very low, so she kind of, very high, so she kind of got lipped a bit, but that turn was money right there. That was very critical, a lot of water.
Hey, here goes JoJo. Wave number 2 for Johanne. Stalls to the pocket there. Now she's going to set up a turn on the backhand again. Just vicious the way she's able to put the board through his paces. Make it 2 turns for Johanne Defay before she kicks out, Jess.
Yeah, that was great surfing for her once again. Obviously, the last 2 heats have been a little bit on the slow side.
Going in, and then Johanne in the back. Hard. It was short barrel and then 2 big turns. So I think she's going to...
Back to live action, and a drag there. Has to manage through some whitewater before diving off the board. Tyler Wright, so Tyler will get 2 waves in her scoreline. So the scoreline will be complete for both of the surfers to set the situation. Here's a replay, Jess. Tyler Wright in the 3rd wave.
Yeah, great stall technique right there for her, getting underneath and getting a backup score. Try to go for turns right there, but ended up getting caught on that bottom turn a little bit. But she has no priority, so you gotta kind of got to swing. And I like the positioning that she was on the wave. She looked good, solid. Stalled very well, and the positioning on the lineup without priority as well. Maybe looking for the west bowl a little bit deeper as we see it right now.
Johanne gets a pump in there, pulling up on the rail, gets through that section, and that is going to change the complex of this entire heat. That's going to be the breakaway wave and the breakaway score for Johanne Defay. First impression, Vahine, of that wave. Look at this, Jess. Check out this pump into them.
That's exactly like you nailed. That first pump is what set up. Like, as you saw, that wave was kind of underneath and very west, so it kind of kept running all the way into a closeout. So she barely had any time to doggy door. But that first pump, she brought her board all the way up, brought the front knee into her chest, giving that leverage. She got that good drive and going through the fumble right there, just in front of it. And right here, the wave was closing out. Just snicked the perfect timing, perfect read on that wave. That looks excellent in my eyes.
This was an extremely technical barrel ride where we see this on the replay, and Johanne having to change her angles of the board throughout that barrel and then sneak out a doggy door. Vahine, talk to us about this.
Yeah, her progression the last 3 years has been insane. Like, every year she comes back and better, and the way she read that wave, like how she timed, when she got
right there, just providing, and that was awesome.
Priority with Tyler Wright. Here she goes. She uses that priority. Gets to the bottom, yanks up on the rail of her own. Right in the barrel. Tyler comes through with the spin, and she answers straight back. And feeling good with that barrel completion into kicking out the channel.
As you see it right there, it's like doubling up under her. She almost airdrops, pull up high, gets deep and comes out with the speed. That was so technical, very hard to do. Maybe not as deep as Johanne got on her wave, but definitely a taller wave. And I mean, both were pretty amazing rides.
Yeah, that was very technical. She went higher and came out with the spit and looked stoked too. So
love the water angles that we're getting here to round out our replays, as well as our slow motion angles, and just the giggles in the channel once you get through. Here's a slow motion look at it.
Look at, she gets very high after that bottom turn because there's so much water pushing her up, and then as soon as she gets high, she almost starts to catch her body into it. she starts to go and just squeeze through it. That was amazing technique for Tyler.
Back to live action with Johanne Defay. And Johanne again looking to ditch that backup of 4.6. Tyler Wright right behind her. Tyler in the barrel, has to get through the foam ball, and the foam ball wins this time against Tyler Wright. So waiting for 2 scores. And we'll take a look at the replay, Jesse.
Yeah, that was a nice way for her once again. Nice takeoff. She's like being very critical on those, like kind of late, but making sure she has the drive as she hits the bottom turn. And good way to stall right there. Great technique. Got up and high, and then came out pretty clean. And combo it up with a nice scuddy. So yeah, she's looking good.
And Johanne Defay, even though going excellent with the highest single wave score, that was not enough. So Johanne Defay eliminated from competition with an equal ninth. Maruru, mahalo, thank you, Vahine, for your time, and look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals.